amazed, my boy. Imagine. A drag on a public street, and after all your good PR work, too.
Oh, when you get over your amazement, see if you can find your way to the station. We'll handle the impound.
Load him up, partner. Well, come on now. Don't look so glum. We all knew it was going to happen. It's like I said before, the only thing these kids understand is good, strong enforcement. That'll stop you drags on the street.
Goodbye, Wells.
Okay. Bitter defeat, huh?
Only if you swallow it.
Wells is taking the other two in. What'd you turn here?
These three. Two on the line for the next run and the starter.
What about Fat Charlie?
He's innocent as a baby, as usual. Just here as a spectator. I thought you said you had him on our side.
Yeah, I was under the same impression. Well, should we give him the news?
Yeah, not that they deserve it.
I thought you said you had better things to do than bust a bunch of dudes dragging.
While we're on the subject, I remember a meeting we had 2 weeks ago where you guys promised to keep your race cars off the street.
Kind of looks like the boys got tired of waiting, doesn't it?
Putting together an association of car clubs and lining up a drag strip takes time, Charlie. You went with the Spider, did you tell him?
Well, there wasn't too much to tell, Pete. All Benson said was that he'd think it over.
Well, that's what he's been saying for years. Now, Benson ain't gonna let us use that strip, and you know it.
No, he's not. Not till we can show him we're organized with a charter and coverage.
Which came through today.
You're kidding.
It's all at the station, neat and legal.
That's great. You hear that, Charlie?
Yeah, I heard. I'm not deaf. So we got the papers. That don't mean anything unless we got a place to run. And I still say Benson ain't gonna come through.
We have a meeting with him tomorrow, Charlie. Do we quit now, or do you want to give it a try? Spider?
My club's been waiting a long time for this. Come on, we can at least see what Benson has to say.
What about you, Donnie?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, you know, my guys would rather be on the strip than the street.
Yeah, will they have any idea the bread they're gonna have to lay out just to get through a safety check at that strip?
They know, Fats, but I figure it's worth it. Come on, what do you say?
Looks like I'm outvoted.
There's just something about him I don't like, Pete.
He's got a lot to lose, maybe.
What do you mean?
That Charlie's been in the street racing circuit 6 years that I know about. He's got a fair-sized following. He's afraid we're going to cut into his action.
I know, but all we're trying to do is help him get organized, Pete.
Well, maybe that's exactly what he doesn't want. As long as he can keep these kids splintered off into small groups, he's the only one that can organize a street race. He charges them a few bucks to run and pockets the money.
Yeah. No association fund to keep him honest.
That's right, but he's a big man. These kids look up to him. Apparently, they don't care what happens to the bread as long as they get to drag their cars.
Well, we've got one choice. Just to keep Fat Charlie on our side.
It's going to depend a lot on Benson tomorrow.
Well, now, if it isn't our two social workers. Max tells me you still gotta go through with it.
Yeah, well, we're going to try. You want to give us a hand?
No, thank you. I have a motto. Never join a loser. When are you guys gonna wake up? You're the heat. The kids don't dig you.
I disagree.
Well, we all have our opinion. But I speak from experience. There's only one thing these kids understand, and that's this. There's no social work to it. They get out of line to get a ticket. I leave the bleeding heart routine to somebody else.
Thank you. We accept.
Think it'll fly? Pete? Yeah, it's about that time. What are you doing?
You might call it wishful thinking, but if Benson comes through, this old girl's going to be back on the drag strip.
Are you kidding? This thing hasn't run since I've known you.
That's because she had a blown engine.
And he suckered me into helping him rebuild it. Would you believe? This heat might have a chance.
Who's going to be the wheelman?
Oh, who else?
He said he was pretty good in high school.
That was a while ago.
Oh, come on, Pete. It's like swimming. Once you learn it, you got it.
Okay, if you say so. Hey, you guys better get cleaned up. We've got 30 minutes to the meet with Benson.
You really think we have a chance with him?
Papers are in the car. That's what he asked for the last time.
Well, he shut us off so many times before. I just can't believe it's happening. I mean, like, you know, why should he?
We're going to convince him.
I'm not convinced yet, Malloy.
Why? It's all there. Everything you asked for. Association charter, insurance coverage.
Yeah, it's a start.
A start? It's what you said we had to have the last time we were here. What is this anyway, another stall?
Wait a minute. I've got a business to run here, and I'm not going to jeopardize it just so a bunch of wildcat hot rodders can drag once a week.
Mr. Benson, this thing means a lot to these kids. Sure, the Spider didn't mean to get all steamed up. We're agreeable to whatever you want. You just name it.
I know how badly these kids want to run their cars, but my first obligation is to the drag strip. I can't take any chances with putting this operation in jeopardy. I have enough problems with the complaints.
From who?
Everybody who lives within 5 miles of here.
Noise?
Not so much that. It's before and after an event. The kids take their cars through the surrounding neighborhoods, you know, gunning their engines, peeling rubber, dragging. I get it from my own wife. We live in the area.
Well, we can stay on top of that, Mr. Benson. I can speak for the other club presidents. We'll just lay it out to the guys.
I don't know. It's your reputation as much as anything else we have to fight. That Charlie has succeeded in starting a war in the area over his street drags.
Well, that's a reputation we want to stop too, Mr. Benson. Captain's behind us 100%. Like, we believe if there's a place for the clubs to run their cars, it'll keep them off the street.
What about those cars? You know, those wildcat dragsters don't even get close to meeting the safety requirements.
We're planning a safety clinic. The cars will be checked and corrected or they don't get on the strip.
You're going to have to satisfy my safety man, you know.
We understand that. What do you say?
I can depend on no more drags on the street?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll give you a try. Thursday. Bring your cars out to the pit area today. I'll turn it over to you and you can work on them there.
Thank you, sir.
Great.
Again, Pete, I turned some really good times in LGL before I blew the engine.
And now it's back together.
Yeah, more or less. I still want to mess with the timing some. Well, the guy down the street said he'd give me a really good deal on some racing tires.
Let me ask you something. If you're such an expert on cars, how come every time this one breaks down, you're stuck for a way to get the hood up?
I'm a specialist, Pete. I only work on sophisticated, highly tuned race cars.
I see.
Hey, you want to drop by the tractor and stuff? It's only a couple miles from here.
Okay.
It's 1 Adam-12 requesting code 7 at 1217 Mayberry Street.
1 Adam-12, okay, 7.
Spider tells us you scored.
That's right, the strip's all ours. It gives us 2 days to get our cars up to their safety standards.
Never thought I'd live to see it. You sure he won't back out?
He has no reason to back out. Did you tell him the conditions?
We had a meeting of the club presidents this afternoon. Laid it out to him just like Mr. Benson said.
Okay, if you don't violate Benson's trust, you got a good thing going.
I just can't see why he's doing it now.
Because we're playing it straight with him, Charlie. That's never been done before.
One street drag. Just one. Then the whole deal goes down the sewer. You understand?
Okay, man, we can dig it. You got the vote. I'm playing your game.